guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Courtney, and today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. So Market Street was having a quick little, it was like a 2 or 3 day flash sale, and there were some things I wanted to go get, so I thought I would start off by sharing that little mini clearance sale grocery haul with you guys. It's nothing fantastic, but it's a few items I got a good deal on, and then I thought I would take you guys along as I do my meal prep for the week. Usually I do this on Sunday. I'm a day late this week, that's okay. Everything's kind of like off schedule because of the holidays. So my oldest is not in college, he's only working right now. My husband has a short work week. We're not doing homeschool because of the holidays, so everything feels kind of weird. I feel like I'm kind of off schedule, but that's okay. So anyway, I wanted to share with you guys what I do to kind of prep for the week. And every week is different because we eat different foods. But I like to have, lunch things on hand. I meal prep lunches for my husband for the whole week. I try to have breakfast meal prepped for my husband and my oldest, sometimes myself, depending on what it is. I try to make sure that we have snacks and things ready to go, just because it makes the week flow a lot smoother. Kind of like meal planning, I like to have everything planned out so I know exactly what we're doing. It just makes my day go better. It makes everything kind of just run smoother if it's all planned and prepped and ready to go. Sorry, my dog hit the tripod. Anyway, I thought I'd just kind of bring you guys along and show you how I do that during the week. So let's jump right in. Hey guys, I thought I would show you this little mini haul. So I checked online and Market Street was having like this quick little sale only for a couple of days, and I wanted to pop over and grab some stuff. Like they had bacon on $2.99 a pack, which if you've looked at your store, $2.99 is an amazing price for bacon right now. And it was so good that I missed it. It was already sold out. It wasn't there anymore. But the other stuff that I went for, I did manage to get. And I actually ended up getting a better deal than what was in the sale flyer. So let's jump in and take a look. All right, right here I do have 4 packs of this 90% lean ground beef. Each pack is at least a pound. Most of them are like a pound and just a little bit over. But as you can see, regular price was $6.08, and I paid $3.64 for each one of these 4, which is a really good price. Ground beef has gotten so expensive. I saw these and I was like, awesome, I'm gonna pop them in my deep freeze. Right here I did get 2 of these packs of the 80% lean ground beef. Regular price $5.09, and for this one I paid $2.15, and I also paid $2.15 for this one. They're both just barely over a pound, so really good deal. And then back here I picked this up. This is a small Carver ham. This was not on sale, but it was actually cheaper than buying the lunch meat because the lunch meat prices were really, really expensive, and they only had the name brand in the big packs, and I needed a big pack because we go through a lot of lunch meat. So I just decided to pick this up instead, and I think what I'm going to do is just thinly slice it, and I'll probably pop half of it in my freezer and then keep the other half in the fridge, and then I'll thaw the other half when we're ready for it. Okay, right here I have the asparagus and Brussels sprout trays. They're buy one, get one free, so I got one of each. These are going to be meal prepped for lunches this week, which I will show you guys in just a little while. The tomatoes were not on sale. I just wanted them. The radishes were also not on sale. I wanted those. And the cucumbers were not on sale. I wanted those. I had some leftover buttermilk in my fridge, and I'm like, ooh, homemade ranch dressing. So I wanted some things I could dip in ranch dressing. So I just went ahead and grabbed these 3 things because I love to dip cucumbers and radishes and tomatoes in ranch. The berries were buy one, get one free, $2.99 for both of these packs together. I got raspberries and blackberries. These are for probably smoothies, although I have to wash them. I might eat them all before smoothie time. I don't know. But that was what I originally got them for. My husband got me a little smoothie maker for Christmas. It's like a little portable one, and I didn't have anything to make smoothies with, so I grabbed these. And then the canned tomatoes were 2 for $1. So I grabbed 4 because I feel like I'm always running out. I use these to make sauces and salsa and things like that. And I just feel like I never have enough, and they've gotten more expensive. They're like, 80 something cents to $1 a can, depending on what brand you're getting and where you're shopping. So 2 for $1 was a good deal, so I grabbed those. And that was it. It was nothing that I needed. It was nothing for real meals or anything. Just stuff that they had on sale that I wanted to stock my pantry or stock my freezer. And of course these, because I really like Brussels sprouts and asparagus, so I was going to eat them for lunch this week. I paid $5 to get both these packs together. That's a great deal. But anyway, I'm going to repackage all this beef with my vacuum sealer and pop that in the deep freeze for a later day whenever we decide to use it. I'll meal prep this. I'll wash these. Anyway, I thought I'd bring you guys along as I get some of this together and meal prep some food for the week for my family. I do like to have some things on hand, especially this week because, you know, my oldest is not in college. My husband's got a short work week. Things are just kind of different during the holidays. So I really wanted to make sure I had quick and easy grab and go lunches, breakfast, that sort of things. And I wanted to show you guys how I get that done every week. One thing that I've been doing for a couple of years now is vacuum sealing meat products. So there's a lot of places I can go and find discounted meat. Market Street's definitely my favorite just because I feel like they're much more consistent with their discounts and their sales. But if you head to your local Walmart and you get there early in the morning, a lot of times you will find a lot of yellow sticker items in the meat department, and that's all marked down meat. It's about to expire like in the next 24 to 48 hours, and they mark the price down to try to get it to move. So if you're looking for some deals, that's one good way to get one. I usually can find yellow stickers at Walmart. However, it's really inconsistent what I'm going to find it on. I really never know if I'm going to find any beef at all, and I never know how good the markdowns are going to be. The last 2 times I went, the markdowns at Walmart were not that great. But Market Street consistently marks down very, very well. The price is usually a lot lower than the regular price, and I feel like it's a good deal. So if I can score some good things like ground beef, then I love to go ahead and get it and then just vacuum seal it and pop it in my deep freeze so I have it. That way, you know, I can cook a ground beef meal whenever I want to. Typically, I will do everything in 1 pound increments just because sometimes I only need 1 pound for making lunches or something or whatever meal I'm doing. And so I try to have this just the small 1 pounds because if I need 2 pounds, I can just grab 2 and it's easy that way. But every once in a while I get a big pack, like 2 pounds of ground beef or 2 pounds of chicken or something, and I'll freeze it that way. But I do like to try to break it down into smaller packages. So my biggest tip if it comes to vacuum sealing meat products is double seal the end of your bag. I can usually only get 1 seal on the top side, but the bottom of the bag I always double seal. Before I started doing this, I noticed that every once in a while I would find that one of my bags must have some kind of air leak somewhere, and it was generally from that bottom seal. By double sealing it, I haven't had any bags with any kind of air leaks at all, and I find that this works much, much better. My machine came from Amazon. I will see if I can find it. I've had it for quite a number of years now. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. If not, then I guess I won't. But the vacuum bags also come from Amazon. They have a really good deal, and I can usually get like 2 or 3 rolls at a time for like $20. Sometimes I can get them for $16. It just depends, but typically it's the same or better than what I can get at Walmart, and I really like these bags. I do always try to label them exactly what they are. Like for these, I put ground beef or lean ground beef, depending on which package I was working with. And then I just wrote the month and the year on there. So I just wrote 12/21. And that way I know I froze it in December of 2021. Usually our meat gets rotated through fairly regularly, but you know, I do like to know and keep an eye on it just in case. And then of course the last step is to just pop it in here and let the little machine do its thing and suck all of the air out. And you guys, this is a game changer for me. I've always picked up clearance meat, but since getting this vacuum sealer a couple of years ago, oh my gosh, the meat stays fresher so much longer. This can save you so much money in the long run. And my machine cost far less than $100. I really want to say it was probably about 60 or so. Really not super expensive, very affordable. And I buy bags every once in a while, twice a year. But the rolls last me for a long time because I can cut them down to size. So I have far less waste than if I bought the pre-cut bags. But anyway, that's the meat I bought today. It has all been vacuum sealed and popped in my deep freeze. It's there whenever I want to make tacos or meatloaf or whatever I feel like making with ground beef. I have 6 pounds of it in there waiting for me and ready to cook. So guys, like I said, hop on Amazon, see if you can find one of these. I'll try to link this one below. If not, I'm sorry. But this is a money saver and a game changer. All right, so the next step is I needed to meal prep some breakfast for the week, and I was going to do our epic breakfast burritos. So I just pulled out this pack of pepper bacon, and I like to cut it in half just because, like if I have extra, maybe I'll do some BLTs or something, and the size of the bacon when you cut it in half and cook it is just easier to work with. So I pulled out my biggest cookie sheet, which is this really big one. I love this one because I can fit all kinds of stuff on there. But I just go ahead and lay the bacon out flat, and I know if I work it just right, I will be able to fit this entire pack on here. Sometimes I just have to kind of do a little scooting and making things squish it a little bit, but I like to make sure my pieces are not touching. That way they don't stick together. If they're touching, then when they cook, they stick together. I have to try to pull them apart without breaking the bacon. And then I'm just going to take this and pop it into a cold oven, set it to 400 degrees, and let it cook. This is thinner bacon, so I'll probably only let it cook about 8 to 10 minutes and then flip it over and then do another 8 to 10 minutes. We like our bacon super crispy. If it's not super crispy, then I will cook it some more, but I feel like that's probably about how long it took. All right, so while the bacon was in the oven, I decided I had plenty of time to prep my veggies. So I did not get English cucumbers. These are just the regular, I don't know, I think they're like hothouse cucumbers or something. They're 50 cents each. I just got those, so I wanted to peel them because the skin is super waxy. It is not something I want to eat. So I started off by removing all of the skin from my cucumbers. And then for these, I have some lettuce in the fridge, so I know I will probably be making some salad later this week. So I decided to cut one cucumber into like little sticks that I could dip. And then the other cucumber, I'm going to cut into round discs that I could easily just throw in a salad. That way it's all there and it's ready to go and it's waiting for me. And I can kind of go whichever direction I want with it. I love a good salad. I love salad for lunch. I love a side salad with dinner. I even love salads for dinner sometimes. So it's just handy for me to have this. And in place of salad, of course, we'll have veggies and dip, or that might be an afternoon snack, or it could be my lunch. Who knows? It's there. We will all eat it. Everybody except for Camden likes veggies and dip, so this will get eaten for sure. To go with that cucumber, I also have some radishes. My husband, myself, and my oldest son, Xander, are all huge fans of radishes. We love them. I love the bite they have, but I mean, I kind of just gravitate towards that kind of stuff like horseradish. Oh my gosh, I love horseradish, and it is of course, way more powerful than a radish, but you get a little bit of it with the radishes. But anyway, I love to dip radishes. I love to put radishes on my salads. I'll even put them on my sandwiches if I have them handy, because I just think they're fantastic. But for these, I just went ahead and sliced them into little half discs. And then I'll put them in this dish and I will munch on them just like I'm munching on those berries probably. I tend to just kind of grab a handful of radishes and go, and they make me really happy, and they're delicious just like those blackberries are. The raspberries are okay, they're going to be better in the smoothies, but those blackberries, oh man, they're so sweet and delicious. I grabbed a really good pack of them this time. But anyway, I'm going to finish processing all of these radishes, and then the tomatoes I washed, and then I just put them back in the little plastic container they came in so that they can just sit and wait for me and they're ready to go. I just got the little tiny sweet ones. They're easy to eat, like one bite tomatoes. Done slicing up all my vegetables for my veggies and dip, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the vegetables that I bought at the store and prep those. I love these. They come in those little foam trays. They're already chopped or sliced or trimmed, whatever you need, washed, ready to go. So simple, so easy. I don't buy them all that often because of the cost. $5 per tray to me seems pretty high, but buy one, get one free is a whole different ballgame. I thought it was a good deal. And I love asparagus. I love Brussels sprouts. Couldn't pass it up. So I have just laid them out on my parchment-lined baking sheet, and I put a little bit of olive oil all over the vegetables, made sure that they were nicely coated. Then I am putting some smoked paprika on the Brussels sprouts there. Then I'm going to use the blend seasoning by Kinder's. It's salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and I put that on top of everything. And then I pulled out my maple syrup, and I am really going to carefully drizzle the maple syrup all over the Brussels sprouts. Probably would have been better to use a spoon to make sure I was getting it all over. Not too much, just the right amount. But, I didn't, and this worked out fine. Just took a little bit longer. So in total, I probably used about 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. So while I put those vegetables in the oven to roast, by the way, 400 degrees, until they are to your preferred doneness. I like them nice and brown and crispy. So you might want to take them out sooner than I would have. I went to work on this ham. So half of it I just sliced off and popped in the freezer for later use. And the other half, as you can see, I'm just thinly slicing so we can use it for sandwiches or snacks or anything really. For me personally, I like just some ham and cheese. No crackers, no bread, just ham and cheese. And I think that's a really nice little snack with some of those veggies on the side. So I'm just prepping this and making sure it's ready to go. And guys, this ham tastes so, so good. I cannot believe I haven't done this before. This was such a good deal and it tastes amazing. The ends right there that I left, they were kind of tough because it was roasted with that coating on it or whatever. So they were a little bit chewy. So I saved those and gave them to my dogs, but the rest of it was perfect. Okay, I cooked all that bacon earlier, so now it's time to get these breakfast burritos going. So I've got a little oil in my skillet, and I'm going to add these, I don't remember what they're called. They're like flat tater tots. I thought I had regular tater tots, but this is what I had, and this is fine. I've even used French fries in the past. It's kind of just whatever potato product you have if you don't want to have to peel and chop and grate or whatever with a potato. This is an easy shortcut. So I just do it in the skillet with some oil, some salt, and some pepper, and I'm letting those heat all the way through. I just want to take a minute to shout out my brand new pots and pans. Thank you to my husband. I had been asking for them because my old ones were just really not working out so well anymore. And he came through this Christmas. I love these. They are awesome. A whole brand new set. I'm so excited. This is my first time to actually officially break them in. Aside from this cooking today, the only other thing I have done with them is make a grilled cheese. So I'm really excited to get to use them today. All right, so I just pulled out my meat masher once these little tater things were all heated through, and I just started breaking them apart. So basically I have like potato bits all over the bottom of my my skillet. Kind of like Southern style hash browns, it's just chopped potatoes. Pretty similar to that. So to the pan, I'm now going to go ahead and add in some chorizo. So I buy the Cacique brand chorizo. This is pork. Sometimes I get beef, typically pork. If you've never had chorizo, it is a really flavorful sausage. It's not spicy hot, but there's a lot going on there. It's got a lot of flavor. If you've never tried it, try a little bit. You might only want to do half a roll of sausage. You might not want to do a whole one. I don't know. Like I said, it's a very strong flavor, but we love it. So I just went ahead and cooked it for like 10 minutes until I felt like it was done. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 dozen eggs that I have scrambled. So like I said, I'm making a lot of breakfast burritos. I think I'm going to do like 10 or 11. So I'm using a lot of eggs. You might want to do a smaller batch. That's up to you. But I mean, we'll go through these, with all of these people in my household, we'll go through these pretty quickly. 10 or 11 breakfast burritos really doesn't last that many mornings. Even if it's just my husband and my oldest, we're only looking at 5 breakfasts, so. But you make what you need. I'm just going to go ahead and cook these eggs until they're done. And as you can see in the background, I do have a little saucepan going. So in there, I have a Couscous Bulgur mix. So H-E-B sells this, and it's red couscous and bulgur, which is a grain. And it's already mixed together, and you just cook it, kind of like rice. You add water and cook. If you can't find that, you could always substitute just plain quinoa or regular rice, wild rice, brown rice, whatever grain you want. But I've got that going to mix with those roasted vegetables. This is really simple to me. I love this stuff. It cooks quickly. It's like 1 cup of the grains, and then you put in 2 cups of liquid. I'm using water, but you could use chicken stock or whatever you want. And you just cook it until the water's gone. I did add a little bit of salt and pepper to mine before the water started boiling, but that was it. All right, back to the burritos. I'm just going to show you how I roll them. I put a little bacon on there, and then I put my egg mixture on top, and I roll them. Now I am using the Glad Press and Seal, which is really, I can't recommend this stuff enough. It's so easy to work with, way better than cling wrap, and it seals really, really well. You can heat it up in the microwave. It holds well in the fridge, and as you can see, I got all those burritos. I had 10. My husband stopped and grabbed one at lunch, so that's what we have left, and they're good for the rest of the week. All right, so the greens I was talking about, I finished cooking them and I fluffed them with my spoon there. I added some olive oil and some garlic powder, some salt and some pepper, and some lemon juice to them just to give them a little bit of flavor. I mean, it's plain grains, so there's not a lot going on there. But I find something really vibrant like lemon juice just really, really takes it to a whole nother level. I did stop and taste test it. These are just for me. Don't worry. I know I use a spoon I'm mixing with, but again, it's just for me. Nobody else is eating this. If I was cooking for my family, I totally would have gone and gotten another spoon, but this is for my lunch for the whole week. Anyway, I felt like it was still a little dull and it needed some more lemon juice, so I added a whole bunch more. I like a lot of lemon flavor. You might like less. that's up to you. I don't have any real measurements for this. It's 2 cups of cooked grains. So I probably did about 2 tablespoons of oil, 2 tablespoons of lemon, and then salt, pepper, and garlic powder to taste. But like I said, you might want to do less, you know? So I've got my little 4 containers here, and I'm going to divide the grains into 4 different bowls. And then I'm just going to top them with my roasted veggies. So remember, I've got asparagus and Brussels sprouts over there. You might want to mix yours together. I was originally going to do that, and then I decided last minute that I didn't want to do that, so I kept mine separate. So I ended up with 2 asparagus and grain bowls and 2 Brussels sprout and grain bowls. I will tell you, I tasted all the veggies and they tasted fantastic. So much flavor. Roasting a vegetable, I mean, it just does something super special. Getting those brown crispy edges and everything, it just adds a whole other element of flavor. It paired really great with the grains. And this is 4 lunches, and I mean, they're pretty filling lunches. Those grains, they go a long way. You're not going to be hungry after you eat these bowls. I assure you, there's a lot going on here. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and make some ranch dressing or dip, whatever you want to call it, to go with all those fresh vegetables that I sliced up. So I started off by mixing 1 cup of mayonnaise. Any brand will do. Even if you want Miracle Whip, that's fine. It's up to you. If that's what you prefer, you do you, and that is awesome. Then I added in 1/2 cup of sour cream, and I whipped those together really well so there was no lumps, no clumps. Everything was incorporated nicely. Then I wanted to use my buttermilk, but I looked at it and it expired the next day, and I was afraid if we were going to eat this for like 5 days, it could make somebody sick, it could go bad. I didn't want to risk it. So I just shifted gears and went and got some regular milk, and then I added some lemon juice, because if you take milk and an acid and mix them together, it essentially curdles the milk and gives you buttermilk. I like the fresh, vibrant flavor of lemon, so I figured this is the perfect pairing, and let me tell you, it was. So I mixed in 1/2 cup of milk and about 1 teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of lemon juice. I made sure everything was mixed in really, really well. It gave me a really nice consistency. It's about as thick as what you get in the bottle when you buy ranch dressing. Perfect for dipping, perfect for salads, whatever we want to do with it. So to it, I added 1 of those ranch packets. If you don't have that and you just have the shaker tub, I think it's 2 tablespoons of that is equivalent to 1 of these packets. Then I added in about a teaspoon of dill, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I gave this all a really good stir, and it gave us some homemade ranch dressing. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed spending an extra day with me this week, just kind of hanging out and seeing what it is I do to make my home run a little bit smoother. I appreciate all you guys being here. Go ahead and comment down below and let me know what you think. I love reading your comments, and lately I have gotten a lot of really amazing comments that have just put a smile on my face. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate all the kind words you always send my way and the nice things you say. It really, really brightens my day. And to all my new subscribers out there, thank you guys for joining me over here on my little corner of YouTube. I'm glad you found me, and I will be back soon with another video this week. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.